order to reduce her fine or whatever it was. Well, anyway, she fell for it, wiped out her bank account. Good news. She was a Truist customer, and Truist got all the money back for her. Thank anybody from Truist here today. But it can happen to you. Secretary of State Marco Rubio had a deep fake on a video conference. They thought that he was really there on the video Zoom, and he wasn't. It was a deep fake. So you really want to pay attention. And my thing to you is, listen, and Skip will appreciate this, I got a refund check. Never expected it from the IRS, right? But I got a refund check. And I'm like, is this real? Like, I'm not supposed to get this. And thankfully, I got a letter from the IRS saying, oh, you overpaid your taxes. I'm like, I got to make sure that doesn't happen next year. But it was real. It was real. But you have to check everything, right? Because you don't know if I put that into my account and my number shows up on that check, they could go after my account. So you want to be really careful about everything. And the easiest thing to do is to go call the person, right? If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Anybody new in real estate, you're going to have people coming at you with great deals. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Don't fall for it. But there's so much stuff going on in the AI world, which is fascinating. That's going to be really helpful. Anybody using any agents yet? AI agents? You doing travel with your AI agents? No. I am, but it's fun stuff. It's fun stuff. Anyway, so think about what's going on. Don't let yourself become a victim. And make sure you tell your clients to always call you. They get an email, call you to confirm that it was from me. Right? Hate to say you have to do that, but especially when it's talking about money and transferring of money, right? So be sure you pay attention to all that stuff. Oh, Dawn. So that was a phone call. Yeah. And so we had the DocuSign thing going out in the early part of the summer where people fell for that. And they put their email passcode into DocuSign. No. So anyway, so you want to pay attention to all the stuff that's going on and be very careful because things are going to heat up on that front. And when in doubt, have somebody else take a look at it. Always follow up with a phone call if you think there's a doubt. Anyway, I want to introduce our president for 2025, Mary Beth Powell.
Hey, you guys. It is good to see you because we didn't have a meeting last month, so it feels like it's been a long time. So I'm glad to be back home with all of our friends. And smiling and nervous faces for this meeting. Before we get started, we're going to read the antitrust statement. The Greensboro Regional Realtors Association is a not-for-profit trade association devoted to improving the business conditions of the real estate industry in our region. GRA meetings and events often include real estate professionals and other industry stakeholders who compete with each other for work for competing businesses. GRA is committed to conducting all meetings and events in a professional, ethical, and lawful manner, including in adherence to all antitrust laws. To that end, the topics for this meeting will focus on advancing the interest of real estate professionals and consumers of real estate services, increasing competition, reducing risk for all parties involved in real estate transactions, and sharing insights on business best practices. The following discussion topics are always prohibited: agreements to fix prices, limit product or service offerings, allocate geographical territory or customers, and refuse to deal. Any discussion inconsistent with this policy will not be tolerated. So, everybody, trying to get adjusted to those. Everybody in the room take a deep breath, because who doesn't need it that's not in this room? The market is a little weird. Our agents are a little off. Our our inventory is really frustrating, and we're all we're smiling, but we're probably all about at the end of our rope right now. And if you're not, just smile and nod so I don't feel like I'm over here by myself. You know, I'm a pretty calm person, but we've got some weird things going on in the market. But I know that doesn't include the people that are in this room right now, because we're the ones making the effort. And if it's your neighbor next to you, just shame, because it is making all of us lean on higher sources these days to make it in the real estate market. So you're not alone. I know that all of us are pretty sociable people by nature, but we also kind of work in the most isolated business that there is sometimes. And I think people don't see that because we're all the time posting something about where we are and what we're doing, and we have won every chart and every top producing capped and it makes everybody feel like they're not doing. We really need to be cognizant of what either other people are doing and what they're going through. There are a lot of struggles within our association, within our clients, within our own members, that I have seen, heard about, and I know you guys have your own stories too. So let's just remember to be kind, because it seems like everybody has kind of their own battle to fight right now until we can get to the next biggest thing. I think that's kind of across the board. The other weird thing I'm seeing, and I feel like I'm just talking to y'all because I miss you, but the other thing I'm seeing is we have a whole group of agents that have never dealt with due diligence periods. What I mean by that is there are a lot of agents that came into the industry when due diligence periods were pretty much non-existent, because you weren't going to get it if you asked for it. So therefore, you know, you're like, oh, we won't ask for anything. We'll give you $100,000, and we don't care if it's structurally falling in. We want it. And so we are kind of coming out on the flip side of that, and we're dealing with a lot of transactions that are putting our education and our hearts to work. So don't attack. It's hard. Don't attack, but try to help some of these agents because they're brand new. I had one agent yesterday that turned a $23,000 bid into a $75,000 concession, and that math doesn't work. And so, you know, you have to take, since I've turned 49, I've learned to take 2 minutes before I respond to anything. And it doesn't always work, and yesterday was a real close call. So let's work together, at least us in this room. Let's work together, because these are the people, at least let's start here. Because we're the ones that care. We're stepping forward to stay educated, and we can't help those that don't. But when you come across them, take the breath, because it's definitely going to get better and crazier. But for right now, don't feel like you're by yourself, because I feel like I've been racking my brain. Last week I was like, that was just a week. We'll just check it off. And I'll be daggum if Monday didn't turn. And I said, what? Absolutely not. We're not doing this again. So I'm just glad to be here in good company and give you all an air hug, because we're all in it together. So enough about that. I may start talking to y'all later on, but I like to be real, if nothing else, and that comes from the heart. Because I feel like sometimes it's not said enough, because even when I feel like I'm doing my best, I feel like I see what other people are doing, and I'm like, I must really suck, because they make it look easy. And this job is not easy. And so don't fool yourself. Build yourself up, but make people feel real around them. So anyway, shut up. I met 2 new members here that have come here for the first time, and as part of new member orientation, when we teach those classes, I beg them. Half the time they stare at me like I'm not even speaking English. And so I beg them, I'm like, start here. If you don't know anything, start on a Tuesday. I don't care if you come to anything else for 3 years, but this is a good start. And I got my 2 new buddies right here that showed up for their very first meeting. So let's give them a round of applause. Woohoo! We got another one in the back. So we've got another new friend back there. Anybody else here for their first meeting? I am so pumped. Okay. Thank you guys for coming, because some of us, it's old hat for us to show up because we know how important it is. You guys have no idea how important it is at this point. So y'all are our future leaders. So please come, because the rest of us are getting tired. So all right. When I tell you this, I'm not just telling you this because I was told to. We have a special event to celebrate next week, and we talk about the glue in this association, and I that is the understatement of the year. And don't get me wrong, you guys probably get looks like I get all the time too, or maybe it's probably just me, the looks I get. But just earlier today, when I tell you she does everything for this association, to the point that she was sewing my dress this morning while I wore a tablecloth, and I'm not making that up. She literally runs this place, and she's put up with us for 30 years next week. If we can all give Barbara a round of applause. Stand up, Barbara. Y'all have no idea. She knows the answers before I even know what question to ask. So she's invaluable, along with the rest of our staff, but today's Barbara's Day. All right. I have obviously so many things to say. That wasn't even on the agenda. But first off, I want to thank our guest, our special guest, for coming today. They're not going to get up and speak, or not right now. First, we have Pam Webb, who is our NCR Region 5 Vice President, right here. Thank you, Pam. We have Samantha Cole with Mid-Carolina Regional Realtors Association, and she's going to get up and speak in just a little bit. Thank you for coming. And Sandra, I haven't seen Sandra. Is she? Okay, she didn't make it. Well, she's not here, so we'll move on. I think I saw, as a bonus, I saw Skip. There he is. It's Skip Austin. Thank you guys for being here. We always appreciate your support and your faces. And before we get started, Hillary wanted to come up. She has a special announcement. There's like trees and trees and trees on the tables, and hers is probably one of the most important. So she wants to highlight it so you guys know what to pull aside.
Hey everybody, so I am the president of the Association Foundation, and we are doing something a little different this year. We are doing a raffle for $1,250 towards a trip with Marriott Bonvoy. It's sponsored by Coltrane and Overfield, and so today, just to get everybody a little excited, I only have one of these on each table, so you're going to have to share. I tried not to add to all that's on there, but there is a QR code on the back that you can scan and donate to the foundation, and that money, we then give it out to the community, right? So we give it to people experiencing homelessness, homeless, kids in schools, families in crisis, and around affordable housing are our big focuses. So we would love to see people donate, I don't know, 10, 20 bucks during this lunch. If you do it through the QR code, Barbara will have your information. Barbara, who we all just gave the big clap to, she's in the back. If you have cash or a check and would like to give it to her, we just need to know the name. And we're going to do a drawing for a $25 gift card to Quaintance Weaver at the end of this meeting. So take some time, donate a little bit, and of course it all, tax deductible and goes to great folks and organizations within the community. And if you need any of these to take to your office, that would be great. But basically the big at the end of the year, if you've given up $250 or more to the foundation, you get entered into the big drawing. But this today, you can do $250 if you want. We'd love that. But today is just a small donation, and we're going to do a drawing at the end of lunch. Okay? Thank you.
And I know we come to you guys with a lot of different asks. GRF, as you guys know, I've told 100 times that is probably one of my favorite facets of GRA and all the work that they do on that board. So donate $10 if you can. And if you think we're making up this raffle stuff, Pam brought to my attention, we did probably one of my least favorite things, but it was very productive. Last week, the RPAC phone bank, and I could share with y'all some of the responses we got. Y'all mean to call and ask about RPAC, but we actually had some really great supporters. We had some funny responses and then some that were not funny. But then there were the raffle winners, and I didn't realize this until Pam brought it to my attention because they just announced it yesterday. But we were telling the people, the nice people, that if they donated their minimum, their RPAC fees or investments, during the raffle, then they had a chance to win $1,000, $500, $100. Do y'all know that Greensboro Another one of my dear friends, Pilar, where is that little sunshine? There she is. She's going to come up and do inspirational words, cares, and concerns, and we're going to start the pledge together.
Mary Beth, you are true inspiration to our association. I do have to say, hey guys, I'm Pilar. Good to see you guys. Good to see. Oh my goodness, you guys are looking awesome over here. So I am supposed to be doing the inspiration words, and I actually have two little statements, more than huge amounts of words. One of them actually is from Michael Jordan. Do you guys, the young ones, don't remember Michael Jordan? Do they remember that? Look at these guys. He states, and this is pure like what's happening today actually. He states, some people want it to happen. Some people wish it to happen. And others make it happen. So today's candidates, all you guys are going out against each other for our true leaders. I say thank you. I say truly, truly thank you. And then the other one that I always have on my mirror is, and as you say, a little ray of sunshine, be happy. Be happy. For this moment, this is actually your life. Bring that in, right? All right. We are going to go ahead and do the cares and concerns, and this is the sad part about our association, unfortunately. We would like to extend our condolences to our former GRA member, Dick Maxwell, who passed away in June. Rest in peace. And let's keep them in our minds and in our prayers for this upcoming, for the rest of the year. And we will be contributing money to the Greensboro Realtors Foundation on behalf. So, all right, let's get to our fabulous America, and let's do our Pledge of Allegiance. Let's go. Let's do it. All right, please stand up and let's do this. I pledge allegiance to the United States of America, to his republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Got me in my... I got you. Okay, because I know the pain that you guys are in to get this over with. I'm going to hold some of the other announcements to the end so y'all can take a deep breath and eat your chicken and all that stuff. So we do have a couple of different things that we're running for, and I'm going to bring Marvette up in a minute. The candidates for election for the NC Realtors, they're going to give a quick speech, and we have to remember that the NCR elections are different. Those are August 11th through the 14th. Before we start with that, we're going to just mention our very own Kelly Marks is running for NAR director. And who the heck's going to run against Kelly? So he doesn't even have to give a speech because he's Kelly. So did you want to come up and say anything, or are you good? Okay. Next time. Thank you for the update. Yes, sir. Thank you. Next, we are going to welcome up Samantha Cole, who is with Mid-Carolina Regional Realtors Association, and she is going to speak as she is running for Regional Vice President for Region 5. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I'm a shorty. Hello, good morning. I just wanted to take a moment and introduce myself. I am Samantha Cole. I am running for your NC Realtors Region 5 Regional Vice President. Can I get a quick show of hands? Does anybody know what that position does? Are you familiar with it? There's a few. So I've been going all across our region, you guys, and that's kind of the consensus I'm getting. So one of the reasons I really align with running for this position is because I love to educate and I love advocacy, and I get to do both of those if I'm elected. A Region 5 RVP, so we are Region 5, kind of like counties are broke up into states, right? NC Realtors has broken up these regions across our state. And I am from Pinehurst, Southern Pines area, your Mid-Carolina Association of Realtors. Region 5 is consisted of Mid-Carolina, Greensboro, Burlington, Alamance, and High Point. So you have a representative. Currently, Pam Webb is serving as that Region 5 RVP. But we have a representative. We have a mouthpiece that sits for us and talks to us at the state level. That person will sit on the executive board and bring your concerns to light. You know, I tell my clients all the time, I've got to know, you've got to like me, you've got to know me, you've got to trust me, you've got to tell me things so that I can get in front of our problems. That RVP has to do that for our region. They're that person that you can go to. Let them know if you're seeing something trending that's not showing the realtors or your clients in a good light, and let them get in front of it at the state level. It's a really great position. It's very, it's important. A lot of people don't know about it. So if I can tell you anything, listen to folks. Come to these meetings, grab your fellow realtors and drag them to these meetings, and bring them to the state conventions. You will meet people, you will learn, you will get educated. It's just a fabulous opportunity for us to give something back to our career. And this is our career. So thank you so much for your time. I look forward to chatting with you guys in the hall. Please let me know if you have any further questions. Again, I'm Samantha Cole, and I'm running for your Region 5 Regional Vice President. Thank you.
Thank you, Samantha. Thank you for being here and for running. The thing to remember with all of these people, you are short, for all of these people that are speaking today, this is a volunteer position. This is a volunteer position, and it is time-consuming but very rewarding, but that's just something to keep in mind, that these people are coming from the heart, or else they would just mind their own business and tend to their own business. So we thank each and every one. Now we are going to welcome our very own Miss Marvette Artis to come up and speak on her behalf.
Good afternoon. I'm Marvette Artis, immediate past president of this awesome association, the Greensboro Regional Realtors Association, and I'm proud and excited to be a candidate for 2026 NC Realtors Region 5 RVP. As stated earlier, Region 5 is comprised of 4 associations: Greensboro, Burlington, Alamance County, High Point, and Mid-Carolina in Pinehurst. A little bit about me. I am a native of Washington, North Carolina. Yes, Little Washington. I was raised as a dedicated community servant leader here in Greensboro since the age of 5. Prior to becoming a realtor, I owned Marvette's Boutique and Bridal for about 20 years. I started that business, I think, when I was 10. Owning that business, I had an opportunity to work with decisive, indecisive, emotional, and unemotional clients. Nothing that we have to deal with on a regular basis. Since 2014, I've been actively involved on the local, state, and national level as a realtor. To learn more about me, look up under all those trees and scan the QR code. Our CEO, Mike Barr, made me promise to not put anything that's AI generated. Why vote for me? I will lead with purpose, promise, and passion in the areas of housing, education, advocacy, risk management, and technology. I humbly ask for your support, but more importantly, I humbly ask for your vote. August 11th through 14th, vote Marvette Artis, 2026 Regional Vice President, Region 5, NC Realtors.
I said don't go anywhere. Well, we're going to invite, thank you, Marvette. We have our people doing big things. I'm going to bring you back up for the nominating committee, and she is going to announce our candidates.
I first want to begin by thanking all those who took on the challenge to run. It is a great honor. It's a little nerve-wracking. Take a deep breath, as Mary Beth said earlier. It's going to be okay. The nominating committee moves the following individuals be placed on the ballot in the 2025 for 2026 election. There is no second needed since this is coming from committee. The 2026 candidates are okay, you don't want me to be loud? For 2026 President-elect, Karen Foster, eXp Realty, and John Newman, Allen Tate Realty. The candidates for 2026 Assistant Treasurer are James Davis, Keller Williams 1, and Wayne Young, Allen Tate Realty. The candidates for 2026 Board of Directors are William Stephen Allen, Allen Real Estate Group, Ellen Chow, Allen Tate Realty. Marcy Jones, Imogeny Realty. Ashley Lewis, Caldwell Banker, Howard Perry and Walston. Leslie Morgan, Allen Tate Realty. Philip Stone, A New Dawn Realty. And Julie Powers, J.D. Powers Realty, as an RCA representative.
Are there any other nominations from the floor? Nobody wants to get up and do a random speech. I don't understand. Does anyone object to closing these nominations by acclamation? Being no objections, the nominations for GRA 2026 election is now closed. I had to think about what year it was. We are going to call up in the following order. First, we are going, where's Peter in the cards? He waits for it. Let's be respectful of everyone that's running, because I know this is painful to get it down and to think about your timing, and we want to make sure that everybody has their time, and we also want to get out on time if I shut up at the end. So the president-elect has 2 to 3 minutes, and Karen is not with us today, so we are going to roll them, Peter, and do a video for Karen's speech.
My name's Karen Foster, and I am running for 2026 President-elect for the Greensboro Regional Realtors Association. I wish I could be with you there personally, but we also had a family trip already planned. But don't worry, I'm not going to make this very long, because I know realtors, you're very busy, and time is of the essence. But let's be honest, realtors today don't want meetings. We don't want rules or outdated systems. We want support. We want marketing tools that help us be better agents. And maybe, just maybe, a lockbox that we can open up on the first try. A girl can dream, right? You work hard every single day, negotiating deals, calming nervous buyers, juggling inspections, and still you manage to post "I just sold" on your Instagram before your coffee gets too cold. You deserve a realtor organization that keeps up with you, not one that makes you feel like you're stuck in the dial-up mode. As president-elect, I'm going to bring energy, real-world experience, and a team mindset. I'll listen, follow through, and fight what actually matters to you. So if you want someone who will advocate for you, innovate, and still laugh with you in the chaos of this real estate world we're in, then vote for me, Karen Foster, for 2026 President-elect. Thanks for your time.
Next, it is my pleasure to bring up Mr. John Newman with Allen Tate Realty.
Peter, unfortunately, had just went to Grimsley High School. I went to Page. Unfortunately, Burton, y'all, parents didn't know no better. I'm sorry, But anyway, I'm sure we have a few pirates. Miss Crystal, her daughter went to Page. We got some pirates in us. But anyway, we're going to go forward, so we'll keep you guys along. All right. But it's a reason I have my phone down all this time, so. Well, good afternoon. My name is John Newman, and I'm honored to be running for President-elect of GRRA. For the past 4 years, I've proudly served as a director and treasurer here at GRRA. These roles have definitely deepened my understanding and challenges our profession faces, and they're been reinforced by my belief that the best solutions come when we listen, collaborate, and lead together. On your table, you will find a flyer listing the committees and leadership roles I've been privileged to
Y'all, I need my reading glasses now, y'all. I tell you. Ever since I turned 29, it's getting to be a little, it's getting to be a little challenging here, but it's okay. All right. But as I said, but as I was saying is, you know, one of the things that I've really been privileged over the years of serving here at GRA, I think one of the things that's very important for our leadership is to stay involved, because I believe leadership is not just about holding the title. It's about showing up. It's about being present. It's about taking action when matters most. A little bit about me. I'm a native of Greensboro, as I said earlier. I'm a husband, a father of 3, and a proud grandfather. My life is anchored in my faith in my Lord Jesus Christ and my family. I began real estate in 1988, and I don't think Ellen was even born then. And over the years, I've worked at small, medium-sized, and large firms. And each firm has their own unique challenges. But across the board, we all share the same goals: to serve our clients with excellence and to protect the future of our profession. In my time, I watched our industry change from a one-page purchase contract and carbon copies, and on the tables is a white envelope. It's a white envelope, and in that white envelope is an actual contract from 1979. So I wanted to bless you guys so y'all have an opportunity to see that. So look on that. So we go from that to actually MLS books that were the size of college textbooks, to beepers, to now everything we use is on the phone. And yet the challenges we face today are some of the toughest. I've seen commission lawsuits, affordability issues, inventory shortages, rising insurance costs, and a shifting public perception of our role as realtors. I believe the strength of our association depends on engaged leadership. Leadership that listens, represents, and speaks for every member, regardless of the firm size or the experience level. We weathered a global pandemic. We adopted to industry disruptors. We've updated our forms and our processes countless times to better serve our clients and our members. Thanks for our forms committee. And you know what? That's what we do. We're realtors. We change. We're involved. You know, as realtors, we've seen enormous change. But I firmly believe that we must lead the future of our industry, not let it be dictated by those who don't even understand our profession. If elected, I promise to lead with transparency, commitment, and collaboration, because together we are the solution. Thank you for your time. I welcome your questions, your ideas, and your vote. Vote John Newman. Thank you. All right.
Thank you so much, John. Now it is also my pleasure to welcome up James Davis for Assistant Treasurer.
Good morning, good morning. By a show of hands, who likes spreadsheets and budgets? Dee Dee. Yeah, I do as well. Let's see here. Peter, you can start your clock. All right. With over 35 years of experience in business and financial management, I bring a strong foundation in fiscal responsibility, strategic planning, and operational efficiency. Now, those are key qualities for the role of Assistant Treasurer. Throughout my career, I've led and supported financial operations across small business and real estate, for overseeing budgets to implementing cost savings measures and managing financial compliance. I understand the importance of transparency. accountability, accuracy, and stewardship. I've seen firsthand how strong financial oversight directly impacts the ability of organizations to serve their members and support the industry's growth. I'm committed to bringing that same level of diligence and foresight to our association, ensuring resources are managed wisely in support of our mission. As an active realtor and volunteer, which I am today, I understand the unique challenges our members face. My goal is to support the board in making informed, data-driven financial decisions that reflect our members' needs, our vision for the future. In closing, I believe my decades of business leadership, combined with passion for real estate and service, make me well suited to serve as assistant treasurer. I look forward to the opportunity to give back, lead with integrity, help and guide our association toward a strong and sustainable future. Thank you. Vote James Davis, Assistant Treasurer.
Next, I will be inviting up, I lost him, there he is, Wayne Young to speak for Assistant Treasurer as well.
Good afternoon. Lately, I've been thinking about a question that someone posed to me. They said, "Who are you?" And I answered something like, I'm Wayne Young. I'm a real estate broker with Allen Tate here in the Greensboro market. I help people buy and sell homes. And then they said, "No, really, who are you?" After a few seconds of stunned silence, I said, I'm a servant leader. And the fact is that so are you all. People don't buy and sell homes for the fun of it. Would you agree that packing up a house and moving is not a lot of fun? Yeah. We are honored to serve people at critical times in their lives. A baby is born. They got a divorce. They got that new job that they're excited about. They have lost a spouse that they lived with for 50 years. So we serve people so that they can change their lives. And GRRA helps us to do just that. And that's why I'm running for the board. 25 years ago, I started on this realtor road, ready to help people find their dream homes. But my journey has not just been about closing deals. I served on this board a number of years ago and others. I've helped people build homes for Habitat for Humanity. I've volunteered for the North Carolina Folk Festival. And yes, you'll find me on Fridays scuba diving with the sharks at the Greensboro Science Center. And I've seen firsthand how powerful it can be when we come together to make a community stronger. And real estate is more about transactions. Together, realtors build communities. So now as I run for assistant treasurer, apparently the treasurer position was already filled, I want to bring who I am, an experienced realtor, a servant leader, to serve you. Make sure that we're being good stewards of the money that you've invested in the Realtors Association. And I hope that you will give me that opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wayne. and James, and John, Karen, wherever you are. Board of Directors, 1 to 2 minutes. We're going to start those candidates, and we are going to start off strong with William Stephen Allen. If he would have brought the baby, that would have been a shoe-in.
Good afternoon. Okay, a little energy, people. Good afternoon. Thank you so much. First, giving honor to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, all things are possible. I am looking around the room, and I see a room full of my friends, cohorts, people I've done deals with, so I feel comfortable up here. A little bit about myself, for those who don't know, I'm a second-generation realtor. My mother usually is in the crowd. She's actually watching the baby today, so... but my wife is here, so I asked her to stand up. Tanisha, who's also a realtor. But I started my real estate journey back in 2008 when I got licensed, and I started my individual brokerage in 2013. So I've been at this for a while. I'm no stranger to the association. I've been a co-chair of RPAC. I've been a board of director several times in the past. Also a graduate of the William C. Bass Leadership Academy with our past president, Marvette Artis. So I won't waste a lot of your time up here. It is an honor and a privilege to serve, and I think that's how everyone feels that's called to take on this role. So I was very elated when I got the call from former past president Marvette Artis, and she asked me to come and try to go for another round as board of directors. I'm a native of Greensboro. I heard a lot about Grimsley and Page. I went to Dudley, so I thought I'd go ahead and throw that out there. And a graduate of A&T as well. There you go. Let me hear it again. Just some fun facts. I just had my daughter who's 8 months old, so this is a new phase in life for me, so we're really enjoying that. And so because she is always in my thoughts, and I'll think about what she would want me to tell you guys up here, and it was basically gaga, goo goo, vote for my dada. So I would appreciate everyone's vote for Board of Director 2026. I appreciate your time, and it's an honor to serve. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Next, I'm going to invite up Ellen Chow.
I'm very tall, as you can see. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ellen Chow, and I am honored to stand before you today as the candidate for Board of Directors. Before I get into why you should vote for me, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I really started real estate when I was in elementary school. So as a child of a single mother, we moved around a lot. And just elementary school alone, I've been to 10 different schools. And every semester we would be moving and would be looking at houses. And my childhood memory consists basically of 3 things. Going to a new school, meeting new friends, and looking at houses. So we looked at houses for sale, for rent. We had to do all the packing up and preparing houses to go on market. So I was involved in every step of that process. And I understood the struggle then. And now that I am in the industry, I understand the struggle even more. And I see firsthand how quickly our market evolves and how essential it is for leadership that is not only experienced, but also driven, dependable, and dedicated to our profession, to our clients, and to our community. And that is why I am running for Board of Directors. My goal, if elected, is to, first of all, listen to your needs, your ideas, and frustrations, and bring them to the table. and also to advocate for fair policies that protects our industry and also our clients, and also to collaborate with fellow directors, leaders, and community stakeholders to create solutions that matter, and also to serve by representing you with integrity, transparency, and a true passion for real estate. For me, this isn't just about having a seat at the table. It's about showing up. It's about speaking up and stepping up to help shape ours and our clients' future. And I would be honored to earn your trust and your vote and the opportunity to serve you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ellen. And now I'm excited to bring up Miss Marcy Jones.
Let me begin by saying that I'm grateful to God for this amazing opportunity. Good afternoon, fellow realtors, friends, and colleagues. My name is Marcy Jones, and I'm honored to stand before you today as a candidate for the Board of Directors of the Greensboro Regional Realtors Association. I would like to thank my amazing family and Team Almogeny for their unwavering support. My agents are truly some of the most dynamic people on the planet, and without them, I truly would not be standing here today. They inspire me to learn more and to be better every day. Aaron, Albany, BJ, Charlotte, Sharia, Cassandra, Deshawn, Justin, Katina, Keisha, Marcus, Nadia, Oyana, Robin, Selena, and Tina. I love you guys more than words can express. Over the years, I've been privileged to work alongside many of you in this room, not just as realtors, but as advocates, community builders, and partners in one of the most rewarding professions around. Our work changes lives, strengthens neighborhoods, and shapes the future of our communities. The individuals who make up the Greensboro Regional Realtors Board of Directors, are responsible for setting strategic direction, making key decisions, and ensuring the long-term success and sustainability of our association. I believe that the person sitting in this position needs to be knowledgeable, experienced, loyal, dependable, and must have a servant's heart. So whether it is me or any of the other outstanding nominees, please be sure to do your research on each and every candidate so that you may choose wisely. I'm running because I believe our association can continue to grow as a stronger, smarter, and more unified voice for real estate professionals in the Triad area and beyond. I bring to this role a deep commitment to advancing professional excellence through education and mentorship, embracing innovation and technology to stay ahead in a competitive market, and fostering a more inclusive, collaborative, and transparent organization where every member has a voice and a seat at the table. We're in a time of transformation in the market and how we do business and how our clients engage with us. I believe the Greensboro Regional Realtors Association should lead that transformation, not just react to it. If elected, I will do my best to support our administration as they continue working to strengthen relationships with local leaders and policymakers to advocate for homeowners and fair housing. Support programs that help new agents launch with confidence and seasoned agents thrive with purpose, and cultivate a culture of service, professionalism, and integrity that uplifts our entire industry. But most of all, I promise to listen to you, because your voices, your experiences, and your ideas are what will continue to move this association forward. I humbly ask for your support, your trust, and your vote. Let's build something greater, stronger, and better than ever before, together, because we were made for a time such as this. Thank you, and remember to vote Marcy Jones for Board of Directors 2026.
Thank you, Marcy. Next, we have up Ashley Lewis. Okay, well, she's on video, so let's watch Ashley.
Hi, my name is Ashley Lewis, and I am honored to be a candidate for the Board of Directors with the Greensboro Regional Association of Realtors. With over 5 years in real estate and as a licensed instructor, I have helped both local families and out-of-state clients find success right here in North Carolina. I am passionate about education, equity, and creating space for every realtor to thrive. I'm running to bridge the gap between agents and leadership tradition and innovation. If elected, I am focusing on empowering agents with tools and training, strengthening community connections, advocating for all realtors no matter their experience. This is more than a seat at the table. It's about moving the whole table forward. If you believe in bold, inclusive leadership, I would be honored to earn your vote. Let's rise together. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashley. Next, we will have up, welcome Leslie Morgan. Is she here? Do we have a video? She's not here? We don't have a video? Well, Leslie. Moving on, Miss Julie Powers, please come up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Julie Powers, and I am running for GRRA, Board of Directors, Realtors Commercial Alliance, 2026. My husband said to me this morning, "You've got this. It's just like talking to a group of friends." That's true, right? Everyone here, we're a community of professionals striving to complete the same goals. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. It's truly an honor to stand up here before you today. While I may be running unopposed, I want to let you know that I won't take this position for granted. I see it as a real opportunity and a responsibility to serve the membership of professionals who make this community strong. My commitment is simple: to listen, to advocate for you, and to help strengthen the foundation we've already built. This means supporting education and mentorship, expanding networking opportunities, and ensuring we remain engaged in local development, policy, conversations, and shape our industry here at home, as well as NC Realtors. I plan to be proactive, an accessible voice, someone who shows up, speaks up, and works hard on behalf of all of us. Finally, I ask for your support. I want to thank you for the commitment that you make every day to make the real estate industry in the Triad something that we can all be proud of. Be sure to take part in the elections and vote. It's a privilege, and it's your contribution to shaping a stronger community. So thank you again.
Thank you so much, Julie. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Philip Stone.
Hello, everyone. I told Peter he will probably not be flashing up any red cards at me because this will be concise and to the point. and first of all, for the new members, thank y'all for being here. I remember being here at 18. Had no clue what I was doing. 22 years later, a few gray hairs and few or more pounds. Here we are today. But my name is Philip Stone, and I'm proud to be running for a position for the Greensboro Board of Directors. The co-owner of a New Dawn Realty in Stokesdale, and for the past 2 years, I've been honored as serving as a director. That experience has shown me how vital our association is to the success and support of our members. My goals are to continue the growth of our association and to be a strong advocate for both our members and our industry. I bring an eagerness to learn, strong communication skills, and the willingness to ask questions that lead to smart, informed decisions. I'd be truly grateful for your support as I continue to serve our real estate community with dedication and care. Thank you. We're simply better together.
That's the shortest time period I've ever heard you talk. He has a lot more where that came from. First off, I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart on behalf of the association. You have no idea how that feels until you've done it or been there. So I thank you for sticking your neck out. And even if you're not a leader for right now, you are a leader, even if for another time, because I truly believe that we're leaders in the time that we're supposed to be. So don't give up. Don't stop showing up, because we need each and every one of you, even the ones that aren't up at the podium today. It definitely is going to take all of us. So thank you again. To go over an explanation of the voting, voting will be online. It's really simple. It just takes a few minutes. It begins on Monday, August 11th at noon. The voting instructions will be emailed to you on the morning of August 11th, so be on the lookout for that. August 25th, the voting ends at 11:59 a.m., and the results will be announced at GRA's annual meeting on Wednesday, September 3rd at 4 o'clock. Please make a note, because we won't have our regular First Tuesday Luncheon. I tricked you guys because I told y'all it would be every first Tuesday, and I didn't mean to tell you that. Normally it is, but make a note, that is our annual meeting, and so make sure you're there. Also, if you are challenged in the way of receiving that email and you need a little bit of assistance or help or get confused, none of you guys, but if you have a friend who's like, I don't know what's going on here, we will have computers up here during that time, and we're more than happy to help you. You literally can swing in during that voting time, and we'll help get you logged on and get you in and out of the door in like 2 minutes. So just do it. They've made the effort. Now it's on you to make the effort. We are going to have just a very few. If you have something that we need to convey from our committees, our committee chairs can come up at this time and briefly go over. And don't forget about Hillary, because she's coming for you. If you want to look and donate a few dollars to GRF. Let's say Scott, Philip, Jackie, Crystal, whoever needs to come up and speak.
All right, real quick, RPAC. As most of you know,
guys. Hey, I'm Krista Williams, chair of YPN, which is Young Professional Network. Just want to let you know we're getting ready to add an event to the calendar. It's September 17th. It's going to be a construction crawl, kind of like a beer crawl. So we're excited about that, where you guys are going to be able to go to see a few different homes and preview them. We'll have lunch at one, prizes at another, and desserts at another one. They're going to be out in Oak Ridge and Summerfield. So we thought it would be good because we've never had one for the GRA. They have the Parade of Homes, but this will be just for realtors. So please come out and support. Look on the calendar for that event, September 17th, 11 to 2 o'clock. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm with the Education Committee, and we will sponsor Connections and Conversations on next Thursday, August 14th, from 11:30 to 1. Lunch will be served. You will gain vital information on what it takes to secure the right mortgage in today's market and get answers to all of the questions that your buyers have. We'll be having a lender panel, so register today. That's next week, Thursday, August 14th, from 11:30 to 1. Looking forward to seeing all of you there.
I'm back in front of the microphone. So I'm the chair of the Governmental Affairs Committee, so we just wanted to kind of give a brief update. So it's been a very productive year. We've had some major wins with the NAR bills, also with the city manager's road to 10,000 plus homes now, it sounds like. Just a little bit, we collaborate with NCAR and RCA and come to a lot of those events. Right now, we're in our very important city council races for Greensboro. Each year, it could be something different within Rockingham, Randolph, Guilford County as well. But our focus this year is going to be the city council races. Remember, governmental affairs is a purple committee. We're not a Republican, we're not Democrat, we're purple. We're wanting to go or support the candidates that support realtors and our clients. Thank you.
So thank you, everybody. We had 22 donors, and we raised $1,080 during lunch today. So thank you guys so much. That will definitely go towards our grants are usually anywhere from $500 to $2,500. So this will. Oh, is there one more? Oh, hold on. Look.
While we're waiting to finish that up, I'm going to piggyback off of there's so many good things going on and things that have happened, and we'll go over it more in the September meeting. But two things I got excited about, and I'm sure you guys have too if you've heard. We had a huge win for the veterans, which is big. They made that permanent. The VA Home Loan Reform Act, where they are able now to directly compensate buyer's agents. So that was a big win, I think was temporary. So let's clap on that one. That moved as fast as anything can move in the government. So that was a great win for veterans. The other thing that I think I was most excited about, so my buyers did not lose their sanity, you guys just saw that the Home Buyers Privacy Protection Act was passed. I'm going to clap by myself if y'all don't get excited, because if y'all have heard if y'all have heard your buyers talk about they apply for a loan and then they get no less than like 1,200 calls a day after that, that has now been passed, and thanks to NAR and thanks to our collaborative efforts, that will not be allowed anymore. So, big win. You ready? I was excited about those. There's so many more, but we'll go over them in September. But that's what RPAC, that's what government affairs does, because without that, those things would not happen.
Okay, so 24 donors. Not sure of the total price, but amount, but that's great. Pick one, please, and thank you. All right, so the $25 gift card to Printworks, Green Valley Grill, all that good stuff. Goes to Mike Carter.
My brother.
Your brother.
My brother.
Thank you, everybody.
Let's see. I'm about to wrap up. Another cool thing I wanted to tell you guys about, we are going to be co-sponsoring the Styrofoam trailer with the Tiny House community. And thank you, Burton, for all of your help on that. So that I think we'll probably have more information on that, but wanted to let you know that that's something that we're following back up with. And then one more thing really fast. You guys know Alexis Brinkley with Triad Real Producers Magazine. She is actually doing a really cool recognition in October. She wants to recognize realtors and real estate professionals in the Triad who have had or currently are battling with breast cancer for their October cover story. And we would love to support her with this. And they are going to get a handful of quotes and testimonials for the content of the article, and then they're going to have a photo shoot on August 20th from 10 to 10:30. If you guys know of anyone, you don't have to tell me about it. You can get in touch with her directly, but we would love to support the cause. As we know, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is coming up in October, and so if you have your own story or have someone that would like to share their story, we would love to see you supported. And then, all right, I'm going to cut it off because we all need to get back to work. So you guys made it. Let's give another round of applause for all of our great speeches today. So I know the market feels, like we were talking about earlier, like it's doing cartwheels and interest rates are up and inventory is down, and the clients still think that their Zestimate or their third uncle are the Holy Grail. So we are still battling all those things together. But I know that this room is full of the kind of professionals who can pivot, problem solve, and support one another through this season. This is where we lean in and not lean out. To those of you running for leadership, bless you. I know today is nerve-wracking, but putting your name out there, stepping into the arena, and being willing to serve is no small thing, and we see you. So whether you gave a speech that moved us or just managed to not pass out, either way, congratulations. Let's keep showing up for each other, not just as realtors, but as humans and as friends. Now go out there and remember, if today was hard, tomorrow is a fresh start. Meeting adjourned.